Hello and welcome to episode 76 of Ready to Mosh. I'm Kev P, and alongside me is the Midgard to my Ironwood. It's GMG.
Hello.
Hello.
You're saying I'm the crazy one?
Maybe, at times.
Okay.
It's probably the other way around on balance, I think.
Yeah. I think we balance well.
Yeah. This week we are doing a Bloodstock preview. We're going to our second one this year. Second in a row, in fact. So we're going to talk about the bands we want to see, a lot of the other stuff that's going to be there, a lot of the things you can do, a lot of the things that are going to be available, and give our thoughts on that.
There's lots to talk about, so it might be quite a long episode, this one.
Yeah, potentially.
Because one of the good things about Bloodstock is they give you loads of information in advance.
Yeah, it's not left till the night before we're all.
Where to begin?
First one I think we should talk about is the merch.
Yeah, because they've announced the price of this year's event t-shirt.
Yeah, 25 quid. Absolute bargain.
Yeah, good, isn't it? Just hope they've got some left.
Yeah. Yeah, I did get the really nice burgundy one last year.
You did, actually. They didn't have the one that I wanted.
Yeah.
In fact, there were two, I think. Was it Thursday night they'd sold out already? I think.
It was something like, yeah, we did go Thursday night. And some of the things that some of the things that I know I'll be getting, obviously I'll be, I think we're going to, are we pre-ordering?
I don't know if you can, actually. Can you pre-order?
It's a very good question. Maybe we should look into that.
Yeah. We're well prepared as always.
Yep.
I do know that some of the things on the website, they did say they're only going to have very limited stock on site anyway, like bigger things like house coats and umbrellas, I think, were mentioned.
I'm surprised they're not taking the umbrellas. I thought they'd, because of how the weather's been, I thought they'd be packing a lot of those.
Are you actually allowed them in the arena, though? Because you're not a download, in theory.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. I've never even thought about that.
Yeah. Anywho, I've got my eye on something on the merch side that's not a t-shirt.
Is it a plushie?
It might be. I feel like if we had a stand plush, it can walk download dog.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Quite like the little bobblehead as well, but I can't work out how big it is. Like, is it? I feel like it's a little one that you'd have in the front of your car, like a nodding Jesus, but for 25 quid, it's probably going to be a bit bigger.
I don't know, because like the only bobbleheads I remember were the football ones.
And they were quite small,
but they were tiny. Yeah.
But then there's those like Funko Pops. Are they like bobbleheads?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you sound old.
I am old.
Joy, by the time this episode goes out, you'll be a year older.
Yeah.
But I have spotted they have got a lot of last year's t-shirts online. I don't know availability and size-wise what they're like, but that red one that I wanted last year is available on the website.
Is that the Red Skull unisex
Yeah.
tee? Yeah, for this year, I can't actually see the t-shirts online.
No, they might not be on yet then, in which case they're probably not going to be pre-orderable.
Yeah, very possible. It's a shame, because I'd like to have seen the designs before we got there.
I know they're doing the plastic cups again with like the posters on. You know,
ones. They were really cool.
Yeah, they sell out really quick apparently. So
did we get one last year?
No.
Damn.
No, in my head I feel like we did, but I think I'm getting it mixed up with the Stone Dead ones that we've got.
Yeah, it was the Stone Dead ones.
Yeah, part of me feels like we should have got that as part of our VIP bag last year.
Yeah, it would have been good, yeah. Now, go on.
So moving on to our next favourite thing at any festival, the food.
Yeah, what you're looking forward to most?
Oh, I don't know. If the weather's just right, a Yorkie pudding on Sunday.
Yeah, give her.
I'm trying to remember what I had last year that was nice. Actually, what I had last year that is not on the list for this year is, I can't say this very well, paelleria.
Paelleria, yeah. They were, when they download.
They were at download, yeah.
And I think they were at Glastonbury too.
Yeah, that was really nice last year, especially with it being so hot. It was just what I wanted. But yeah, so I'm a bit sad that that's not on there. Obviously, mac and cheese. I'm
all over that shit. Absolute favourite of mine. So I'll be eating a lot of that. I'm quite tempted to try bunny chow this year because I've still never had it.
I know, I keep thinking about it. I'm just worried it might be too hot, as in spicy. But maybe this will be the year. If the rain that's forecast is going ahead, it will be nice.
I think it's going to be really nice. I think it's going to be perfect weather.
Well, I'm saying nothing. I'm sticking with it's going to rain and then I won't be disappointed. There's a Mexican listed, so that's always good for some nachos and cheesiness.
Maybe a burrito. Do love a burrito.
A burrito would be good. That'd be good stud, actually. I'm sure some of these stalls will be doing cheesy chips, although it's not explicitly noted. Gyozos. I saw a lot of people have those at download and I heard good reports on them, but I'm just not convinced that they're that filling.
I think you'd be surprised.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think they would be filling.
Disappointed there's no, what's the Greek things are like? Gyros.
Yeah.
And toasties might be good for breakfast, maybe.
Yeah, that's actually a good shout.
So yeah, there's plenty of choice on the Meatless Farm van. That always had a
That's
massive
not a
queue
good
last
shout for
year.
me.
Well, not for you, no, but I remember the queue was always really long for that last year, so I didn't try it. Obviously, for pudding, there's churros, donuts, and a fudge stall.
Yeah, is the Great British Fudge one the one in the bus?
Oh, the one that we normally get at the Christmas market?
Yeah.
Bet it is.
I have a feeling it is, you know.
Could well be. And smoothies. Could be interesting, maybe.
Mm.
An interesting flavoured smoothie with a shot of Jaeger in.
Ooh, hello.
Might work. Or, like a tropical one with some rum in. Ooh.
Ding dong.
Mm. And also, apparently, the black ice cream's going to be there again. I didn't get to try it last year because I couldn't find it. Apparently, it was just at the normal ice cream vans. Although, to be honest, it would have just literally melted as soon as you got it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have done.
Again, if the weather is right, not too hot, not too cold, I will be hunting down some black ice cream.
Next one is my favourite thing. It's the alcohol. So there's a range of bars again. The Diego Cocktail Lounge is there, the Guinness Bar, there's Red Bull bars, and Captain Morgan's Pirate Ship Bar.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
In addition to that, it was mentioned on the Facebook and Instagram Live that I watched last night. So I've got a few extra notes on things from that as well. Did you say Cocktail Lounge? You said that one. Apparently it's going to be a Jack Daniel's truck and a Lemmy's truck, which I assume is some kind of alcohol truck.
Would that be the Lemmy? They did the Lemmy beer, didn't they?
Well, they have I always want to call it Roadkill, and I don't think it's called Roadkill. Road Crew.
Yeah.
The Motorhead beer, and they've obviously got Lemmy's bar, and I think the Lemmy truck is going to be parked near the Lemmy bar.
Right, okay.
And apparently it's going to be about 30 to 40 different beers and ciders across, just the general main bars in the main arena, and around 100 in the VIP bar. So plenty to choose from, including some gluten-free and vegan options. And they've confirmed it's going to be £6 a pint this year.
Yeah, which I think is really good, actually.
It is for a festival. And with all that choice as well, you're not just paying £6 for shit.
Yeah, you're not just drinking shit Carlsberg, shit Somersby. You're actually getting a choice, but it's a good choice as well.
Yeah, like Timothy Taylor, Timmy, is a new partner this year. They're going to have a variety of Timmy beers available. Obviously, Jaeger is still a partner, which is always good.
Yeah, it's like two of my favourite kind of like brands of alcohol are just going to be there.
Yeah, it's kind of standard.
Yeah.
And then all the other different kind of, like we said, the shots, Jaeger bar does shots, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's the Jaeger stage and the cocktails and the different spirit bars.
Yeah. You've just spoilt for choice. And I think the thing is with £6 a pint as well, based on what other festivals have been. I'm trying to think. So Glastonbury was between £6.50 and £6.80 a pint, depending on which bar you went to, because they were individually priced. They were all different prices. And Download was £6.50, I think.
I think so.
And so like £6.50 is kind of like the new sort of price point now for a beer. And, there's been arenas that I know people have been to where they've been like £7.50, £8 a pint.
Yeah, Manchester Arena, I think, was between £7.50 and £9 a pint.
Yeah, which is absolutely ridiculous. And the good thing about what Bloodstock have done with keeping these prices down is that they're actually going to make money on alcohol, because people are less inclined to try and sneak a shit ton of booze in.
Exactly. I mean, they kept it at £5 last year. It was £5, wasn't it?
It was £5 a pint, yeah.
And they said they worked out £6 was kind of the minimum that they could charge, and obviously
still
able to
operate,
and have some kind of a margin at least, because they do still need to make some money. But £6.
I'm cool with that, yeah.
So just looking at a few of the other things that you'll find in the arena as well. There's obviously the usual kind of range of market stalls in the middle, I guess. So people like guitarists are there who've been there before. I imagine the usual patch shops, jewellery, and all of that are going to be there. There's also going to be this year, just while we're on the subject of clothing, I guess, a t-shirt amnesty. I don't know if you've read about that.
Yeah, I have read about that. Yeah, where you can donate your old band t-shirts.
And I think possibly CDs as well. I think that's based in a sign-in tent. So part of me is thinking, have we got any spare band t-shirts? Because we're overflowing, but I don't think we have got any that we don't want.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? It's trying to find the ones that you're quite happy to say, there you go, have this. Because I do still wear like band t-shirts from, oh God, I don't know, 2008?
Yeah, at least. I've got some from the 90s.
Yeah.
The only thing that would make me donate, I think, would be if we've got duplicates, I could donate mine because I could still wear yours.
That's true. Yeah, I suppose you could.
But if they are for sale somewhere, I don't know if that's the plan to sell them at Bloodstock as well.
Yeah.
See if I can find the ones that I've got that are missing, because I've got about 3 that have vanished off the face of the earth.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good for kind of, I'm thinking the same thing for events I know I've been to that I've just gone and missed.
So there's also going to be a number of charity stalls in the arena as well. So there's going to be the official charity partners, Sophie Lancaster Foundation and Derbyshire Ambulance. And there's also going to be a stall from Derbyshire LGBT+. And we've read that Metal for Good, former guests. They're going to have a stand this year, so we'll definitely pop and visit that. And there's also Pick Collectors Against Cancer, who basically collect picks and then sell them for charity. And then kind of usual things like the medical and welfare tent, obviously. And there's also going to be the Samaritans marquee, which I think is in Midgard campsite. 1625 Outreach, which is a local service that specialises in supporting festival goers with drugs, alcohol and personal safety. So they're going to be working with the welfare team on site this year as well.
Over the weekend as well, there's various dress themes. So there is Pink for Sylvia on Thursday and Friday, which is in memory of Sophie Lancaster's mother. Then on Saturday, it's Corpse Paint Saturday. So obviously kind of says what it is. And then on Sunday, it is Halloween Pumpkins Day.
So have you got your outfits planned?
No, of course not. Never do. I'll see what's clean before we go.
I've got a pink outfit for Friday planned. Might venture into Corpse Paint on Saturday. But if I do that, I'll go and there's a stall by the Sophie stand where you can pay charity. Or you can donate to charity to have it done for you.
Yeah.
Again, it depends on the weather, because if it's raining, you're just going to...
Or if it's too hot.
A mess. Well, yeah, that too. But yeah, I don't have anything pumpkin related to wear for Sunday. But I have recently seen a pumpkin themed t-shirt.
You could wear my Smashing Pumpkins t-shirt.
You could.
That's
that would make
themed.
more sense, wouldn't it, for you to wear it? Being as you're the bigger pumpkin fan.
True.
Actually, I have got a Michael Myers pumpkin t-shirt.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I could maybe paint my stomach into... It's kind of like pumpkin shaped, isn't it? So I could maybe paint that in the style of a pumpkin.
I bet somebody will.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wait and see on the pictures to what we end up wearing. You've got a pink t-shirt, kind of. Your Lake Malice one's got pink print on.
That's true, yeah. That's black and pink.
And your Bloodstock shirt from last year's kind of pink, burgundy.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, we'll find something. Excitingly for me, this year Rockfit are making their Bloodstock debut.
Yeah, so you're going to that, aren't you?
I don't know if I'll be participating. It's quite early. It's 10:15. We'll see. Again, weather dependent. And obviously bands are starting, I think, about 11, possibly. So depends on my band schedule, really. But I'll probably go and at least watch and maybe have a slide participate, even if I'm not wearing Rockfit outfit as well. But yeah, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, that's going to be in the Viking battle area of the main arena. And whilst on the subject of the Viking battle arena, I think there's going to be 2 Viking battles a day that you can go and witness as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of cool stuff going on that you wouldn't get at other festivals.
Yeah, axe throwing.
Yeah, axe throwing.
Is that a good idea?
Well, maybe there's a sobriety test before you do it. There's a local blacksmith stall that might even forge things for you there. I don't know how that's going to work. Surely that's a health and safety nightmare.
It would have been last year in the heat. Gosh, yeah. Obviously, there's the rock and metal gallery that they have every year. I can't remember the artist who was there last year. They've got some stuff in there, but I'm sure there's 2 different kill switch related. What's the word? Displays?
Exhibitions,
that's the badger. Exhibitions this year, amongst other things. There was that really cool throne that was there last year. I think that's back this year.
Yeah. There's also the Nordic gaming area as well. Nordic Spirit gaming area.
Which somehow completely passed me by last year.
I mean, how did I miss it?
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's got modern and retro video games. So I'm all about the retro.
Yeah, definitely want to have a nose in there this year. And there's also the sign-in tent. Apparently, by the time this episode goes out, we'll know who the first wave of people in the sign-in tents are, because that's being announced on the 2nd of August. And then there's going to be another announcement next week. Not sure what day yet. Who else is going to be in the sign-in tent, so you can potentially plan who you might want to go and get something signed from.
Oh, Ugly Kid Show. Probably would if it was Ugly Kid Show. There's also, of course, the late night entertainment with DJs on both the New Blood and the Sophie stages. So you've got DJs Little M and Lloyd marking the 25th anniversary of Blade. And in the Sophie tent, there's also Jack and Jordan from Evil Scarecrow and DJ Arocalypse, who's kind of like a local sort of DJ.
Yeah, our local metal DJ.
Yeah. And there's a few more DJs, and on top of that, there's also the Silent Disco, which is Thursday and Saturday.
Yes.
But you've never been to a silent disco?
Not in such a large event.
No.
We've been to a small scale one.
A very small scale one, yeah.
Which was good. Yeah, I quite like the idea of it. It always makes me laugh how all you hear is everyone singing along still, though, so it's not actually that silent.
Yeah.
Whilst on the subject of late night stuff, if anyone is a Bloodstock regular or you are aware of such things, you'll know of the bin jousting shenanigans that take place in Midgard. And every year, Bloodstock say no. And this year, they are officially putting their foot down on that. But to compensate, they have got some kind of inflatables and other things from Red Bull that are going to be set up in Midgard. I think it's between 11 and 1 or something like that. So it's going to be like sumo wrestling suits. It's like a bungee run and other things like that. I think some kind of jousting equivalent. It's all going to be properly monitored with security and stuff. But if you do want to kind of have a go and joust
a little bit more active
in a safe, because they just said, the cost of it and the safety of the bin jousting, it's just, it's getting a bit much now. Because obviously the bins will get broken and all of that.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much for somebody to really get hurt. So.
No. Actually, as well, something interesting off the Facebook Live that I watched was they said about don't graffiti in the toilets, because that costs them a lot of money, because they get fined if the company have to clean that off. And they can get fined thousands if people do it.
Really?
So they were saying, please don't graffiti the toilets, because that's money that can then be put back into something else cool in the festival, rather than having to pay a fine because people have graffitied the toilets. And they are considering maybe a graffiti wall for next year. If people do want to scribble something, can do it on there and it won't cost them as much. But yeah, I never really knew about that.
I didn't know about that. That's one of those costs you don't even think about it, do you?
So no more scribbling while you're doing your business.
Stop it. Stop it now.
So just a few other bits that I picked up on from the Facebook Live then, which this will probably be new to you as well, because you didn't get a chance to watch it.
No, I didn't get a chance to see it.
So first up, Billy from Biohazard is going to be holding a self-defense seminar around about 5 o'clock on the Sunday, which is aimed at women, just to teach them some self-defense moves and stuff. Apparently that's a big thing that he does.
Okay.
So that's
Didn't
quite
know
cool.
that. Yeah.
And then similarly, if you're thinking you might be left out, Evan from Biohazard, I think, is planning a men's mental health seminar in the gallery around a similar time, which will be limited to about 20 or 30 men, just to encourage them to talk about mental health more and talk more and stuff. And apparently there's an email address going to be published for that, so people can apply discreetly
Just so
to
they
go
can,
to that. Yeah. So that's two cool things that are kind of new, hot off the press.
Yeah, that's really good, actually. They're things that I didn't even realise were going to happen. So
no, well, I didn't till I watched that. I mean, the self-defense one, I think everyone's welcome to go to it, but because obviously it's out in the open, but it's kind of aimed at women and providing them with some self-defense techniques. The other thing is that, as per the last few years that Bloodstock have done, they are going to make an announcement for some bands, which will include at least one headliner for 2024, and that's going to be on Friday evening. And they've also confirmed the dates for next year will be the 8th to the 11th of August.
Cool.
And then finally, I think, I'm just looking at all my scribbles, actual Stan is going to make his debut in the arena. As in, you know how Download Dog roams around, but
Allegedly.
no one ever really sees him. Yeah,
Allegedly.
Actual Stan will be there in the arena, roaming around. And as long as you're nice to him, he's happy to have his photo talk.
Oh, that's
As
cool.
in, don't rip his head off or anything stupid.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, look out for him roaming around. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the general stuff. We may think of something else as we talk through the bands and all of that, but yeah, lots going on to be excited for.
Right, so on to the big bit, I suppose. The reason we're all going to be there. It's the bands. Now, there is a caveat here that this is based on Clash Finder, and even though we're doing media, we still don't know the times yet. And the first band that I want to see Thursday is King 810.
Same.
So we're going to watch them together then?
Yes, hopefully. We didn't actually manage to see any bands Thursday last year, did we? So
yeah, and I don't know why.
I think we thought the tent looked really, really full, and we learned across the course of the weekend that even though the Sophie tent may look full, it's probably just people milling outside.
Yes, that was the reason.
Because it's only got the one entrance, and some people just like to stand on the edge of it.
And block the room.
Yeah, once you get through that throng of people,
You're
it's
fine.
Probably going to be okay unless there's somebody like Machine Head in there. And they have said this year there will not be a surprise band. So that
have they? I didn't know. I didn't know they'd said that.
Yeah, sorry, didn't mention that. They've said so.
Okay, fair enough. And the other band that I want to see Thursday is Skinned.
Same.
Oh, I'll see you there then.
Yeah. Spending Thursday with you.
I know.
Yeah. The others, probably need to give them another listen to make it definite. So I guess we should say as well, there are still some bands we've not had a chance to fully listen to. So this is just an overview of the people we know we definitely want to try and watch.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's a lot of people on the New Blood stage and the Jaeger stage that I've not had a chance to listen to yet. I have worked my way through the main stage and the second stage, though.
You know, actually, just before we move on to Friday, what I've thought was interesting about the Bloodstock lineup in general, because until we knew we were definitely going, I wasn't paying a whole load of attention, to the lineup because I didn't want to see what I was missing.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So there was bands that I kind of knew the name of but hadn't listened, or bands that I didn't know about. And then just listening to random playlists, there's been so many songs coming up that I've just been adding to my own playlist. And just the contrast from that to the download playlist, there was so much this year that I skipped. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I've actually seen that this year's Bloodstock is probably stronger.
Yeah, there's been, so much more that I've just gone, I want to see them, I want to see them, I want to see them.
Yeah, and I remember we said a few weeks before that when we talked, we were debating just buying tickets anyway.
Yeah, or even just a day ticket.
Or just even a day ticket, yeah. And it was the strength of the bands.
Yeah, just based on the kind of ones I could see that I knew I definitely would watch. And like I was saying, so many more have just come to my attention.
Okay.
So busy times.
It is, yeah. Well, let's have a look at Friday then. Who are your first band?
First one I've got is Wolf Bastard on the Sophie stage.
Okay, yeah.
You got them?
No, I've not got Wolf Bastard. I don't think I'll be there for that one. That's not my first band.
Okay, what's yours then?
My first band is Black Coast.
Oh, I've not got those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is your leaving, I'll be going?
Yeah. Sheep that pass in the night.
And who have you got after that?
After that, I've got Sacred Reich.
My next band is Voidwalker.
I've got Voidwalker as well, because we saw them win their Metal to the Masses. Metal to the Masses round, what seemed like forever ago, at Uprising at the end of April.
Yeah, that's a hell of a long time ago.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely want to check them out on the New Blood stage.
And then I've got a bit of a gap, and I've got Fit for an Autopsy.
So have I.
We'll meet up for that then.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll be together anyway, won't we,
Yeah.
after Voidwalker? So.
Yeah.
And then I'm on the main stage again for Heaven Shall Burn.
And then I've got a couple of bands on, Jaeger and New Blood after then, depending how things actually pan out. Dunes on the Jaeger stage, and then Head Press on the New Blood stage.
I also have Head Press. However, they clash with, I'll apologise for the pronunciation, Korea. I'm going to assume that's what they're called.
I'm glad you attempted that one, because I've been trying to say it all week and I don't quite know how to say it. There are so many options. We probably should have just looked it up.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And then the other problem is that they clash with In Flames, who I'd really like to see again.
I definitely want to see In Flames. Been looking forward to them for a long time. Since the album came out, was it this year, the new album?
Yeah.
I remember saying then I really want to watch them again.
I think I'll probably watch... what I might actually do is maybe watch Head Press and then go to the Sophie stage, watch the end of that set, and then go to the main stage and watch In Flames. So then at least I'm getting kind of all three.
Yeah,
maybe not all full sets, but at least I'm getting a chance to watch everybody.
Yeah, I'll probably just go Head Press and then main stage for In Flames, I think. And then after In Flames, I have highlighted Hidden Intent on the Jaeger stage.
Okay. I've not got those down yet, but as I say, I haven't listened to everybody on the smaller stages yet.
Yes.
So I'm down for Killswitch Engage for my final band of the day.
I have got them too, not my final band, but yeah, it's been a while since we've seen them.
It is, yeah. I can't remember when it would have been Download, wouldn't it?
I remember seeing them on the second stage at Download, but
Yeah.
I can't remember when it would have been. 2017, maybe?
No, it can't be that long ago, surely.
I feel like it was. It might not have been, I don't know. Just off the top of my head, I think it feels like that long ago.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, I'll have to check when we did see them.
And then I want to see Candlemass on the Sophie stage if I can keep myself awake till midnight to get through it.
Yeah, I think I'll wait for you in the bar.
Yeah, you're not fussed on them, are you?
I'm not a Candlemass fan. No, never have been.
Don't get it.
Just, I don't know. There's some things I just don't like, and vice versa.
Yeah, fair enough. I just feel like, are they a UK exclusive? I feel like they might be.
I feel like they are, yeah.
And they're just one of those bands that you don't know if or when you will ever get to see again. So
that's it. If it's one you want to tick off, it's a good way to finish your night.
Definitely. Moving on to Saturday then. Actually, just before we get into Saturday, I guess the other thing we should mention is that we are hoping to maybe do a few interviews across the weekend.
Yeah.
So that might obviously affect
who we get to watch.
Schedule of watching as well. So nothing booked in yet, but we're hoping to chat to a few people if we can. So things may go askew on the watching front based on that. The first band I've got down then on Saturday is Seethe and Akira.
Yeah, I didn't really want an early start, but I've got Seethe and Akira as well.
Yeah, I missed them. Were they a download last year? I feel like they were, and I didn't see them for possibly a similar reason.
Yeah.
So I feel like I should maybe make an effort this year.
Who have you got after that?
After that, I'm down for a boogie with Royal Republic.
Yes, I am as well. However...
You're going to boogie?
Well, I don't know about that. However, they do clash with Tortured Demons.
Oh, they're not on my radar at the moment.
I was listening to them earlier. I do like them. So there's a clash there, but because Royal Republic have the longer set, I think what I'm probably going to do, obviously depending on how the timings work, but is maybe watch the full set of the smaller bands if the bigger bands are still going to be on, and then catch them the rest of their set after.
Obviously, the beauty of Bloodstock is it's so small, you can just really easily do that, can't you?
Yeah, exactly.
You just wander out the New Blood and there you are at the main stage. So next up, I've got on the Sophie stage, Tribe of Ghosts.
Okay, I've not seen that they were there.
Yeah, I know that they were at Uprising, but they did the kind of the pre-party the night before, so we weren't there for that. So hoping to catch some of them this year. There is a bit of a clash with Employed to Serve, but we did see them earlier this year. Employed to Serve, so...
And I've got Employed to Serve on my list. And that also kind of clashes a little bit with my next band, The Grey.
I've got a question mark over them because I think I like them, but I need to just listen again. Are they instrumental? Or have I made that up?
I think some of the stuff is.
Yeah, okay.
Not all of it.
I think the stuff I have heard was just instrumental.
Yeah, when I was listening to The Grey earlier, they were great. And then that takes me on to my next band on the main stage, which is Crowbar.
Crowbar haven't come on my radar. I don't know why. Should they have done?
I think you'd like them, yeah. I do think you'd like Crowbar.
It could just be that all the different playlists I've listened to, I haven't had them on there. So, like some of the other bands I've not highlighted, I might just need to go out my way and give them a listen myself.
Yeah.
Manually.
And who've you got after that?
After that, I've got Abath. However you pronounce it, I want to watch them.
They're on my list too. Yeah, I've been enjoying listening to them. Again, it's another one where they clash with another band, which is on the Sophie stage, which is Skin Failure.
And they're not on my radar either. So, I think Abath are a priority for me. So I think I'll just catch their whole set regardless of who they may clash with.
And what are you like after that?
After that, I'm hoping to catch Broken Calling on the New Blood stage.
Again, I've not had a chance to listen to them yet.
I think you'll like them. And then after Broken Calling, I might catch a bit of Knock Loose. I kind of quite like them. Not majorly. I won't be disappointed if I don't get to see them, but if they're there and it's not raining, I might watch them. I
was talking to Dan earlier today about Knock Loose, and Dan was the person I went to Glastonbury with that was on the Glastonbury episode review.
Yeah.
And Dan's a really big Knock Loose fan, and I just can't get into it.
Part of me feels like I'm still haunted by that constant riff that was playing at Download, though. Was it Counting Worms?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Sure, it was that one. Yeah. Part of my brain's still haunted by that, though. So.
Maybe that'll get it out your system.
It could do the only way to get a song out your head is to listen to it. I've then got Drowned on the New Blood stage.
I'm sure I've heard of Drowned before or listened to their stuff, but I haven't gone through the list, so I'm not...
Yeah. I do think you'll like them. They are quite kind of electronic metal, I guess. They've got that kind of crossover. Like an industrial sort of... Yeah. Yeah, I really like them from kind of first listen, really.
All right. Yeah, well, I'm still going to work through the list, and obviously the run up to Bloodstock. So there are a lot of bands that will eventually get coloured off.
Yeah, and even by the time this goes out, we'll have got through some more. What you got next?
I've got Muddy Brook.
Top 5 on the Egg stage.
Yeah. Look forward to that.
They're another band I came across from Uprising, but due to the clashes at Uprising, didn't get to see them there. So hopefully I'll get to see them on the Egg stage.
Get to tick those off. Then I'm on to see Triptychon after that.
Triptychon performing Celtic Frost.
Yeah. That's going to be an interesting mix because Not really listened to Celtic Frost.
No, I haven't, but I have listened to Triptychon and I like them as Triptychon.
Same, yeah. That could be one that's either going to be absolutely amazing or I'm going to go, all I wanted was Triptychon. So I don't know how that's going to play out.
Yeah, I know what you mean with that. Yeah, they're going to be there as a band, but not as you want them to be.
Yeah.
I've then got Waterlines on the Jaeger stage.
Again, same as before. Not really worked through the list yet. So
yeah, another one that I do think you'll like. I know I'm pretty sure that they're at Derby Altfest as well. So if for any reason I don't get to see them at Bloodstock, then I should be catching them there.
Okay.
Have you got Trollfest highlighted?
I've not, no.
No, neither have I.
No.
No, I wasn't a fan of them. They were a bit like Necrogoblicon to me when I listened to them.
But not Necrogoblicon.
So do I, but not as good. Do you know what I mean? Almost like a comedy troll band they seem to be. I'll give them another listen to make a definite decision on them. But yeah, they didn't stand out. I was just curious if you did like them because I think it's more likely that I would like them than you, but...
I'm sure there was a band that reminded me a lot of Ghost. I can't remember if it was those or not.
I don't think it was them.
Yeah, I can't remember the band though.
What was it you said? It was... I'm sure it was late last night you said it.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not registered.
Then I'm all settled down for my final band, which is Meshuggah.
Same.
I think that'll be a good end to the evening for me. Because it's going to be a hell of a long day.
Yeah, I've never seen them before. Very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Meshuggah yet. And I don't know why.
No, I think... Didn't you review their album? Was it this year or last year? I remember you saying then you wanted to watch them.
Yeah. For the life of me, I can't think why I've not seen them.
Do you know, I've just had a weird flashback. I think I've seen them.
Okay.
In fact, I'm sure they supported Tool in 2006. Pretty sure they did. Shall we check?
Let's check.
No, it was indeed Mastodon that supported Tool, not Meshuggah.
Okay.
I didn't think I'd seen them.
It seemed a bit early for Meshuggah for supporting Tool, yeah.
I just had a moment, clearly.
Yeah, very clearly.
Very. They begin with M. What can I say?
So does Marilyn Manson.
True. Yeah, looking forward to them. Also, I came across a Meshuggah cover band with an awesome name the other day.
All right, okay.
And they're called Milk and Two Sugars.
Milk and Two, fucking hell.
It just made me laugh, so I just thought I'd mention it.
Fair enough. Good to see Meshuggah's got to that point they've got a covers band now.
Yeah, I think they may be the only ones, actually.
Yeah.
Probably a bit of a niche market for Meshuggah cover bands.
Yeah.
Really. Following Meshuggah, there are Brothers of Metal playing on the Sophie stage, which I have put a question mark on.
I think it might be Brothers of Metal that I think of the Ghost band.
Really?
Yeah.
They're kind of a power metal Viking band, which I do quite like, but I don't know if I like them enough to stay up late. If they were on like middle of the afternoon, then I'd be there whirling around to them. But it could be that I have the same regret that I have with who were the band that finished last year on the Sophie stage, who you really don't like. Not Electric Light Orchestra. That'd be a whole different festival.
Electric Callboy?
No.
I was going to say, that's when you said electric, that's the only thing I could think of.
Night Flight Orchestra. I knew there was an orchestra involved.
Yeah. No, I didn't like Night Flight.
I know you didn't like them, and I was like, oh, I had such regret when I got back to the tent and I could hear them. But yeah, I think I'll probably live without Brothers of Metal.
Okay. And just to wind down the weekend, we're going Sunday, which is probably going to be the busiest day of the lot, I think.
Why is Sunday's always the busiest day for us, at least?
I don't know. It seems to be a thing now.
Can it just not?
It's always an early start.
Yeah. So first up then, who have you got?
Dead Label.
Same.
So I think because I've been listening to a lot of the first two stages, a lot of this is going to be main stage stuff. So I've got Hurrah after that.
Glad you said that. I wouldn't have a clue where to start on that one.
I know that because I was reading their Spotify bio a couple of days ago.
Oh, well done. Yeah, I've not listened to them a lot, but they are Mongolian metal in a similar vein to The Who. I hate you, Who.
I really like that sound, so that was always going to be a winner for me.
Yeah, same. Always down for that. And then I've got a right-looking Clash coming up.
Yeah, I've got a Clash as well. So I've got Beyond Your Design on the New Blood stage. Same.
We saw them win. Well, we'd actually seen them get announced as winners of the Nottingham Metal to the Masses.
No.
But we saw them play the final at least.
As much as they could.
But yeah, looking forward to them finally getting on that stage. We've seen their semi-final, their final. They're finally there.
Yeah.
But they do clash with, for me, All Hail the Yeti.
Yeah, that's the other problem. I'm really into All Hail the Yeti.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, I think Beyond Your Design, as it stands, should finish before All Hail the Yeti finishes. So
So I can still catch the end of that set.
And I have highlighted Overthrown in the middle of them.
Well, then you're really screwed.
Exactly. So I think if these timings stay as they look, Overthrown will probably get put to one side, unfortunately.
Yeah, and then this is where it gets really messy for me. I've got... Well, who have you got next?
Next, I've got Nameless on the New Blood stage.
I've not listened to yet. And then?
And then Tribulation on the main stage.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got them?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, because of the other stages, I've got a bit of a gap.
Ah. And then there's Tuskar on the Sophie stage, who I feel should watch, because I didn't see them at Mangata, because we thought we'd be able to see them at Bloodstock.
Yeah.
But they also clash with Those Once Loyal on the Jaeger stage, so...
Ah, yeah. That's a good spot. I didn't see them there.
Although I think they are at Derby Altfest.
They are, yeah, I think they are. And then, like I was saying, it gets very messy, so I've got Decapitated.
Hope you haven't. Finish the episode first. Yeah, I've got them as well.
Who clash with Cobra the Impaler.
Yeah.
Who clash with Godeath.
Yes, and we are big fans of Godeath. We recently reviewed Godeath's latest single, Solace.
Yeah.
And we loved the single before that, so definitely want to try and catch them.
And then they clash with kind of one of my favourite bands growing up, Ugly Kid Joe.
Kind of hoping that times will just move slightly so I can watch the whole of Godeath and then watch Ugly Kid Joe.
Who also clash with another band that I've been really liking lately, Invisions.
I know.
It's like Sundays are so painful.
And it's one of those things where normally a band like Ugly Kid Joe that we've seen recently and a few times, I'd normally like put them to one side, but I love them.
Yeah.
I just feel I need to have to watch them.
Yeah, and then it looks like there's a bit of a 15-minute gap at the moment for me.
Oh, look at you. I've got Skies Turn Black.
You've got Skies Turn Black.
On the
Again,
Jaeger
I've not got to them yet.
I think you'll like them, so I hope you have the same problem as me.
And then coming up next, I've got Outer Gods.
So have I, although we did see them at Mangata a couple of weeks ago. But they are very good.
But at the moment, the only band I've got them clashing with is Sepultura.
That is true, and I'm torn on Sepultura.
I know what you mean. I'm the same because it's not Sepultura. No. There's not one of the original members in there. It's like Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or the Sugar Babes.
Yeah.
In all honesty, probably won't watch Sepultura on principle.
Yeah. A band that I've not got marked down, but I was wondering if you'd have them marked down, is Church of the Cosmic Skull.
I haven't, but I don't think I've listened to them yet. But I love their name and I really want to like them so I can wear a t-shirt with that on, because that would be cool.
They are one of the lightest bands you'll hear.
Really?
All weekend, yeah.
Oh, so you don't like them then?
I kind of do, but I don't know if it fits Bloodstock. It's just it's very poppy.
The Royal Republic fit Bloodstock, if you're on that
true,
logic.
Yeah, but they're lighter than
Ugly Kid Joe.
Ugly Kid Joe more, yeah. I think it's just the poppiness of it, but I love what they're doing.
I'll give them a listen there. It could be that I have listened to them and I've just not added them to my own list.
Yeah. But they're kind of set up almost as like a cult parody.
Really?
Not the band, as in a cult.
Oh, right, okay.
And it's a parody of a cult. And their website is the coolest website I've ever been on, because it's kind of set up almost like a Scientology ripoff. It's so funny.
I'm intrigued about them. I'll make them a priority to listen to them.
But yeah, I think you'd really like it. I do love kind of like the parody stuff that they're doing. It's really good. But
they do actually clash with Acid Age on the New Blood stage.
Yeah, I think I'm familiar with Acid Age, but I haven't got to them yet.
Okay.
Because I've got quite a gap now.
I've got Embodiment highlighted.
No, I'm not down for Embodiment.
Okay. But they clash with Halloween, and Halloween are an absolute priority up there.
Yeah, they are for you, aren't they? I don't like Halloween.
Oh, sacrilege!
It's not though. It's just not my bag.
I've loved them long time. In fact, I think I've got an actual CD of them. That's
commitment.
That is commitment. I think I probably got a CD from about 20 years ago, I'm sure, if I've still got it. So yeah, definitely want to see them.
Well, while you're watching Halloween, I will be trying to make myself a very good spot for Zeal and Ardor.
I definitely want to watch them as well, but obviously if I'm watching Halloween, chances are I might miss the start.
I feel like you didn't see them with me at Download.
I
And
didn't.
the Dogtooth. Did you go to watch Marilyn Manson?
Yes. It's funny you should say that because I was racking my brain for a long time thinking, why didn't I watch them with you? What on earth could have been so important that I didn't watch them because I liked them and I liked them then? And I looked up on the Clash Finder and it was indeed watching the worst performance I've ever seen of Marilyn Manson. I have seen him quite a few times, and that was the last time I saw him and the worst time.
It was looking quite large and immobile.
Yeah, we saw him, was it like the December before?
When he was
at Wembley.
When he broke his leg.
When he broke his leg. And he wasn't that great then, from what I remember.
I thought he was all right.
He was all right,
yeah.
But having seen him before, it was starting to go downhill at that point, in my opinion, performance-wise. And so why I prioritised him over Zeal and Ardor, I will never know. Really?
I've no idea. But I watched Zeal and Ardor in the Dogtooth, and they were absolutely amazing. And the fact that it's in the tent again will be even better.
Yeah,
and it'll be... I think is it a bigger tent, the Sophie stage, than Dogtooth?
I think so.
I feel like it is.
Yeah, and they got moved as well, because weren't they going to be headlining Sophie on the Saturday, and then someone pulled out and things got moved round a few weeks ago?
Things did get moved around, yeah.
I think actually it might have been Zeal and Ardor who couldn't make the Saturday, because when I initially read the announcement, I thought it meant they would pulled out altogether, but for some logistical reason they can't get now till Sunday. So they slotted them in there and moved other things around to accommodate them.
Yeah.
Which works out better because then we don't have to stay up late to watch them on Saturday.
That's true. And then we move on to, you accusing me of sacrilege. Because the next band I want to watch is a band I've loved for years, grew up listening to. It's Megadeth.
No.
Don't know what it is. I don't know how you can like Metallica, Anthrax, Slayer, and Judas Priest, but you don't like Megadeth.
I can't put my finger on why, but I did read an interview with someone the other day who has a similar opinion on Megadeth to me. They're just kind of there. And their reasoning on it was that they're not angry enough to be death metal. They're not quite melodic enough to be like Metallica. They've just got nothing that stands out. It's not even a thrash that grasps you. It's just, they're just there.
No. Won't have that. Sacrilege woman.
And then just Dave Mustaine.
I like Dave Mustaine.
You do.
I must be one of the few people that does actually like him, because I don't think he just gives a shit. I don't think he
know
really
what it is
cares what
about
anyone
him.
thinks.
Yeah, no. I mean, I might watch a bit of them, but part of me is hoping that in the Serpent's Lair entertainment, Pope Stars Ghost Tribute Band will be on at the same time, so I can go and watch them instead.
So you can go watch that and I'll watch Megadeth.
Yeah.
All right.
You know. What we haven't mentioned is Megadeth are actually doing a special intimate acoustic show on the Saturday, which has all been done of their own accord. Initially, it was announced at the Hairy Dog, and then it got moved to Bloodstock, which I think was a contractual issue because it's Megadeth themselves that arranged this. It's not to do with Bloodstock. Yeah,
but Bloodstock had a UK exclusive, didn't they?
Something like that, yeah. So they had to move it. I believe it's happening in the gallery. And it's an extra £150 on top of your already.
Well, the weekend tickets are only like $165, so you're kind of like paying the same again for an acoustic and a Q&A with Dave Mustaine.
Yeah, and as we speak, there are tickets still available, I think.
I'm fucking surprised at that price.
You know, how intimate, as in how many people will be there, how long it's going to be or anything, I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I've not really looked into it.
No.
I ain't going to be going, and even you're not going to be going.
No, I'm not going to that. I mean, unless, I very much doubt it, but unless our media passes can get us in for that, that's the only way I'll be watching it.
I think unless they've struggled to sell it and they need to just fill the venue, I don't think we'll be.
No. I don't want to sit there and go, can I have Public Enemy number 1, please? Can I have Public Enemy number 1, please?
Yeah.
In fact, that'd be my question every time. Can I have Public Enemy number 1, please?
I don't even know what I'd ask him, to be honest.
You'd probably say, why don't I like you?
Yeah.
And that's my weekend complete after Megadeth.
Are you not watching Biohazard?
No, I've not got Biohazard down.
Okay. I've got them down, but obviously it'll be last thing on Sunday. But then it will be a repeat of last year's orchestral band, potentially, hearing them from the tent.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to play that by ear, I think. It would be cool to see them, because they've not played for some time, I think. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm just not really feeling I'm into Biohazard enough to want to be up that late watching them on the Sunday before we drive back.
I know what you mean. I just feel like, one of those classic bands that you feel you should have ticked off.
Yeah. So that is the weekend roundup of the bands that we really want to see at this point so far. Obviously, there are still bands we're listening to that we're probably going to tick off. So a lot of these could all depend on clashes. And on top of that, as you said earlier, there's interviews that we're hoping to do. We've just got to get some timing sorted out for those.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that we wanted to cover in a little old roundup of everything that's going on, I suppose.
Yeah.
So let us know who you're looking forward to seeing, and we might even see you there. And obviously while we're there, we'll hopefully be doing some posting subject to any Wi-Fi or phone signal. Actually, that's one thing we haven't mentioned. Allegedly, there's going to be Wi-Fi again. We tried to get on it last year and we couldn't.
Yeah, really struggled.
So anyway, so yeah, we may or may not have some live updates as we go. And where can you find those, you may wonder? Well, they'll be on our socials, which are Ready to Moshcast on Instagram, Twitter and Threads, and Ready to Mosh, Facebook, TikTok and YouTube. And if we don't get anything posted on there live while we're there, there will be lots in the following days, including our review episodes, which will be out the week after. And if you've enjoyed what you're listening to, don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating and a little review. That would be very, 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 very lovely indeed. Thank you. Make it mosh, Moog.